everyone, welcome to the Obelisk Lounge. My name is Justice and I am here with a reading or a personality and character analysis reading for Erik Menendez. Well, y'all already know, he one of the Menendez brothers that unalived his parents along with his brother Lyle back in the 90s, supposedly due to how do I say this on YouTube? I'm just gonna say it. Sexual abuse and other like different types of abuse and things like that, verbal abuse that they received from their parents. But anywho, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna be doing a personality and character analysis on him before he killed his parents, so the day that he actually did it, during the unaliving of his parents, and then after the unaliving of his parents, like how he felt a week after the unaliving and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. I did his brother Lyle's reading, so that is up on the channel now. I'm going to be posting his parents' reading Thursday. So all right, let's do the personality and character analysis for Erik Menendez before he unalived his parents, like that day of, but before the actual unaliving of his parents. What was going through his mind the day of. Through his mind before he murdered his parents. Destroyer, Midas, Miser, and Companion. So with the Destroyer, I feel like that he was getting a sense of power and things like that from doing it, just like the actual thought and the fact that he was actually going to be following through with this. He and even with Miser coming out, because I want to say Miser is a god or something like that, or one of the gods, which is where that term, the Midas touch, comes from. But yeah, he was feeling very powerful, feeling like, you know, he was about to hit the jackpot. And his reasoning, I feel like, behind going ahead and deciding to unalive his parents was he was thinking about the access to the money and different things like that. He was also very upset with how stingy his parents had been with him and different things like that too. Like he was really looking to justify the murder in other ways. With the Companion card coming up, I feel like he spent some time with them the day of, like that morning of, like he had some heart-to-heart conversation or something like that with his mother. More so, not really feeling too strongly his father, but I feel like he kind of had a soft spot in his heart for his mother. And so they had a very short, it wasn't long, but I feel like he maybe hugged her or something like that day, or she hugged him or told him, or they told each other that they loved each other that day. Because I felt like his mom felt this impending doom coming, like she felt like something was going on. And so she initiated this, you know, this I love you, son, you know, or give me a hug, son. Like she initiated that with him, but it was very short. Like he kind of broke it up a little bit, and he was feeling it as well. Like whatever his mom was feeling as far as like that love, that nurturing, you know, like he was into it and he was feeling it and things like that as well. But he quickly cut it off because he had already made his mind up with the Destroyer card, him and his brother. And they was thinking about that money, y'all. I was wondering if they were. I know other people were too, but yeah, he was thinking about that money. I feel like with the gossip card, like he had told somebody, or like had told like one person, had mentioned it to them in passing. Like, what would you do if you found out I killed my parents? Or how would you feel, you know, if I killed my parents? Have you ever thought about killing your parents? Like he was talking to a very close friend. I'm feeling like this close friend is a woman. It also could be a gay male, but I'm feeling like I'm seeing a woman. So whoever this close woman was that he had in his life at that time, like I feel like he was asking her these different questions, even the days leading up to it, like a week prior. I know this spread is for the date of, like what happened like the day of, or that but before they actually killed each other. But I'm picking up on like a week prior, or 2 weeks leading up to the murder. He was talking to, you know, this one friend and asking her these questions. And I'm picking up on like another guy friend too, actually, that is probably a gay or bisexual male. But he was also asking him these same questions as well, like, have you ever thought about killing your parents? You know, and just different things like that. Martyr. He felt like, it's funny that the Knight and the Martyr come out, because the Knight is confirming what I was just picking up on. But he felt like, I'm trying to get this in the right words, he had overcommitted himself to this decision, but he felt like he had to follow through with it because of his brother. So, yeah. If his brother would have said, you know, Erik, let's wait, or Erik, let's not do it, he wouldn't have followed through with it, actually. But he felt like he owed his eldest brother. Let me see. Why did he feel like before I even got the shuffle, his protector is what I heard. Before I even got the shuffle, I was like, why did he feel like he owed his brother his protector? He viewed his eldest brother as like his true father figure. Odd. That's odd, because they're not that much. Put in the comments how old they are, but I felt like that they weren't that much older than one another. Like what, like 3 years or something like that. Like, but yeah, like he felt like his older brother was more of a father to him, and so he owed him this to follow through with it. And child eternal. It's funny because his brother got some child cards too. Like he got, I think, child magical and child nature, and so he just got child eternal. They were very stunted in their growth, like mentally, like something was wrong, like something is wrong, like with their brain development. And I feel like it has something to do with the structure and the things that went on in their household. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something there. But I also feel like he had some plastic surgery in mind as well. So on the flip side, he definitely planned on having like some plastic surgery and things like that, you know, with the extra money. He was thinking about, you know, how it is, you know, he could look younger, and like the different things that he could do, you know, this type of, you know, gym membership, you know, or this type of traveling. Like he was really like kind of laying out his future lifestyle, or so he thought, what would be his future lifestyle. So now let's look at what was going through his mind during the active unaliving of his parents. So it's his personality and character analysis on the active during the active unaliving. So like during this, what was going on through his mind? Oh. Shuffle one more time. Y'all know I always have a hard time shuffling these bigger cards during the unaliving, what was going through his mind. Student, dilettante, and the mystic. He wasn't present. Like mentally, he was not present. He doesn't even remember. Yeah, like he was taking instruction from his brother. He was just following his brother's lead physically, but he was not there. Like he was totally out of it. like was not there. If you ask him, he barely even, like if you asked him around the time that he did it, he can barely even tell you like what actually happened. I'm feeling like now he can tell you what happened, or maybe like a year or two after, but like he totally disassociated from it. And so I feel like what it is that he does remember are actually fragments of what happened. Like he really doesn't remember the totality of it. I feel like he had to get what actually happened, or what they looked like from his mother. I'm sorry, not from his mother, but from his brother, from like the court proceedings and different things like that. Like if they showed pictures, which I'm sure they did. I don't know. I didn't watch the court proceedings or anything like that. But if they like showed pictures and he talked like with the investigative team, like that is how it all came back to him. But prior to that, Erik was completely out of it. Okay. He was not present in his body. Yeah, even with the slave card coming out, he was not present. And with the rebel card falling underneath the student card, it just confirms that he was literally just following his brother's lead. What was going through his mind was, it's like he was on autopilot, because he was going through like the steps, like they had steps like laid out. Okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this, then we're gonna do that. And he was actively on autopilot, like following those particular steps and things like that. So now let's look at what was going through his mind a week after. So this is a week after he done shot up his parents. What was going through his mind? Personality and character analysis a week after. Let's do 2 more shuffles. A week after. Okay. Martyr, saboteur, guide. He was talking. He was telling people. And he was wearing it on his face. Like he was wearing it on his face, on his energy. Like, yeah, like it was kind of obvious, like to the people that were paying attention, like it was pretty obvious that they did this, or they had some involvement in it, or they felt guilty. Like it was a lot of talk going around, like if they had hired people to come in and do it, or if they had hired the robbers to come in, you know, and do it. People were very unsure if it was actually them who did it. I'm picking up on, like, people didn't believe that they had actually took the guns and pow, you know what I'm saying, both of their parents. But they felt like they had some involvement as far as like hiring somebody to do it. Yeah. He was pleased because his brother seemed to be happier about it than he did. And so once again, like he's like this people, or not this people pleasing energy, but this I need to please my brother type energy going on with him. But again, he was still looking forward to, you know, looking forward to the money though. Looking forward to the freedom. Shapeshifter, warrior, and vampire. Yeah. He felt empowered, but he was struggling. He felt empowered, but he also felt like a victim at the same time. Does that make sense? Like with this new sense of false power that it is that he had, he didn't really know how to stand up in it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know how to stand in his, you know, in this new sense of confidence, this fake confidence, you know, that it is that he had. He couldn't stand firm in it. I feel like he was also concerned about different friends and even family coming to leech off of the financial resources from his family. Like he was looking out for people to do like looking out from for aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, even his own friends, looking to seek financial gain and things like that from him. But he wore a good mask. He wore a decent mask to some people, but other people were still, the people that were closer to them, they were very suspicious and able to kind of read through it. But the people that didn't know them, he wore a good mask around those people. Let me see. I'm actually feeling like yeah, I felt the need to pull those 3 more. With the athlete card, he was still kind of disassociating from it though. He poured into his physical fitness and different things like that at this time. Oh, and then look, didn't I just say, read the shadow attribute of this card. I normally don't read the attributes of the card. I just read the energy that comes off of it. But I'm drawn to the shadow attribute of this card. It says misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. Didn't I just say he couldn't stand up in like that false power that he was presenting because it's fake, like it's not real? And again, with the Rebel card coming out, he felt like he had won, and he felt like he was untouchable along with his brother. Like he was like on top of the world and different things like that. He thought that people were not going to be able to find them out. Like they legit thought that they were going to get away with killing their parents. But anywho, y'all, that concludes this reading. If you all want to book a personal reading with me, that information is down below in the description box. I do Akashic Record readings, cartomancy readings, which are readings with playing cards. I don't read tarot. And I do water scrying, which are hydromancy sessions as well. What did y'all think about this reading? If y'all have any questions, if I get enough questions, I'll probably do a follow-up video for him and his brother. If you haven't seen the brother's video, that is already posted. And then the parents' character and personality analysis will be posted tomorrow, which is Thursday. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thumbs up on the way out. And I will see y'all next time. Make good choices.